Hello and welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today's video we're going to do a short balcony tour where we show you what it's like to plant in the balcony and use as much minimal space as you can to plant different kinds of vegetables and different kinds of herbs. So here is the balcony. We've done a couple of different changes compared to last year's design. Last year's design was all crooked and it was all everything stuck to one another and there was hardly any seating space, so we've changed things around. We purchased a small 3-layer greenhouse, and here we have some sunflowers and we also have some cucumbers. Now in the last month or two, this whole 3-layered greenhouse was filled with different kinds of plants and different kind of herbs and things that were propagating as well, including some rosemary and some fenugreek and a little bit of cress and some ginger plant, but we did get rid of some of these and gift some as well. I will see if I have any footage of the previous balcony design so I can post it up. Here we have the cucumber. I've planted 2 cucumber plants, mini cucumbers. They're specifically designed for fermenting, but they can be consumed with salads. They can also be consumed raw. So it's been a lovely experience planting these cucumbers. I also have 2 others as well right at the back, which I'll get to later on. And I've learned a lot of things about planting cucumbers, including how to fertilize them, how often to fertilize them. We fertilize our ones, we give our ones fertilizer every week. Every Thursday we give them a liquid fertilizer, and I'll talk about that shortly. And they're blooming quite well, so we've had a couple of flowers fall off, but that's completely natural, and the aim here is just to get them to produce. So we also make sure to keep the soil as damp as possible, and in these hot summer days it's usually a daily giving them water. So here I've got some flowers. I've got 2 pots of these beautiful lovely flowers that were discarded unfortunately by a neighbor of mine. She was moving houses and she left them out in the side of the road, said that they're free for anyone to pick them up. So we brought them in, we sprayed them, took good care of them, and they were half dead to be honest, but now they're blooming quite well, so I'm quite grateful for that. Apart from that, we do have some lemon balm as well as chives. We've just harvested our last harvest of these, but they produced so much during the spring and summer, around 3 to 4 harvest of the lemon balm and the chives, as well as the mini lettuce as well. We also have some dill that we also harvested, and it has finished. Now here we have some mint. It's growing beautifully, and mint really can expand, and it really needs a big container or a big pot, gardening pot to be planted in, because it needs a lot of space to expand and a lot of space to grow as well. I did have 2 types of mint, this type of mint, and I also had spearmint as well, and I find that the spearmint is much more easier to regrow, so I could cut some cuttings of it and get it to root in water in about a week and a half. But with this type of mint there's been some struggles. In this container I did have a beetroot plant, and I also had some carrots. Now here we had a big berry bush that produced only a little bit, and then we had to cut it off in preparation for the next spring. So there's more silver beet right over here, and we did plant around 3 containers of silver beet, plenty of greens for salads to add in soups and smoothies, and it's been growing beautifully. The only thing with silver beet is it did take quite a while, around a month and a half to sprout. We had some time right here, which as you can see has all dried up, but it gave us quite a bit of a harvest. There's more sunflower around 3 sunflowers. We also have some flowers over here that bloomed and they dried up because it got to the point where it was a full week of hot temperature and they just couldn't stand it, although we sprayed them and we watered them. But they lasted quite a while with us, around 2 months with us, and there's also some little life left in some of the flowers, so I'm just keeping my eye on them and just keeping them in the shade as much as possible. There is some carrot greens over here from leftover carrot seeds. We just sprinkled these, and this is the third mini cucumber plant, along with some beetroot and also another cucumber plant right here. Now I was concerned about these two because I felt like they were squeezed, and to be honest it was more of a unplanned sprouting of the seeds, because I had my son, my toddler son, come into the balcony about 2.5 months ago and just sprinkle some seeds all over the the empty container, and 2 of the cucumbers sprouted, so I decided to keep them. There's some lovely sunflowers right here about to bloom, more carrot greens as well. Now these ones I've been chopping off regularly for smoothies and for salads. We also enjoy them raw. The taste is more towards the kind of parsley, but more gentle, more light, more silver beet right over here, and we use a lot of silver beet. Now I do understand that it can be high in oxalates. We tend to make smoothies with a small amount of silver beet each 2 to 3 days a week. And I've made a tutorial on the kids smoothies with silver beet and the carrot greens as well, so the link will be in the description box below. These have already started to seed, started to flower, so shortly in about a week or 2 I'll cut them all off. I'll use them in pastries and make some different recipes with them. And in regards to the seeds, I'll dry them up in hopes to use them next spring. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I just wanted to show you what it's like to use as much small space as possible in the balcony to try to plant things, and I'm very sure that the small greenhouse that we had has helped us vertically plant and grow things as well. So thank you so much for watching till the end. Take care and have a great day. Bye bye.